Hey, welcome back to Nights and Weekends with me, Marcus. Okay, the one man band over here on this side of YouTube. All right, it's called Nights and Weekends because that's the only time I get to work on it. But anyway, as you can see from the thumbnail, the topic of this episode will be Nikki has to drop out. Okay, because it's evident from all the upcoming, from the past two primaries, and also with the upcoming polls and the primaries that are coming up. I think somebody needs to tell her. You can't win. Period. It's done. Okay, it's over. Okay, so let us go and look at how she did in New Hampshire. Trump won 54% of the Republican primary voters who showed up. Nikki won 43%. But it's a little bit different here. Okay. So Trump won by about 10 points. But in New Hampshire, as long as you're not a registered Democrat, you can show up to vote. So Trump won 74% of the registered Republicans who showed up to vote. Okay. And Nikki Haley won about 20 something odd percent of them. And Nikki ended up getting 60% of the self-identified um, uh, independents who showed up to vote. You won't be able to do that in states like South Carolina and some of the other primary states that are coming up. You're going to have to essentially be a registered Republican to vote in the Republican primaries. So she's fighting an uphill battle that she quite literally cannot win. Okay, it's done. Okay, and then I would definitely want to switch over to this something that I saw on the Timcast IRL show. This
Democrats are voting for Nikki Haley tonight in New Hampshire. They're Biden supporters. Check this.
Nikki Haley.
And why did you vote for Nikki Haley?
It's a vote against Trump. I think it would be better to have her against Biden in the elections than it would be Trump and her.
Do you consider yourself generally independent, Republican, or Democrat?
Democrat.
So when you undeclared, you voted for Nikki Haley. If it was Nikki Haley against Joe Biden in the general election, who are you voting for?
Joe Biden.
What is the...
I think is downright, I wouldn't call it evil, but boy, it's really close. Because essentially, it's like as if you have certain people who just want to see.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
That happen. And I have a real issue with that because you have no intention on voting Republican at all. Okay? None. Zero. Okay? Let me make sure that this is correct. You have no intention on voting for Donald Trump or Nikki Haley in the actual election if she were to win. You wanted to vote strictly for Biden. I don't understand that. Okay? I don't. I wouldn't call it evil. I would just call it that these people literally want to live like in in the Dark Knight world where the world is just flipped upside down for whatever reason. Okay, so let's flip another page that you can't see. So as we can see here, coming up in South Carolina, Trump is already out 62.5% to 29.2%. Okay, and this is her home state. When candidates lose their home state, it really looks bad on them. Okay. Again, I don't know why she's doing this. I don't know why the people who are backing her are doing this. Maybe they are doing it to...
Not about money. It's about sending a message.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's why. I mean, they are literally setting money on fire. From what I understand, Tim Scott, I wish I had a citation up here. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. One of the mega donors for Tim Scott gave this person, I think it was like Tim Scott's campaign, like tens of millions of dollars. Tim Scott was never going to win. He was never going to win. Okay. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the personality. Okay. Sorry. He just doesn't. And I don't disagree with the stuff he says. Most of it I agree with. But Trump, unfortunately, he's again, I wanted Ron DeSantis, just so that we're clear. Okay? But let us look here. So she already has an uphill battle in South Carolina. But for some strange reason, like I say, people are still giving her money. So we can look over here on Bloomberg. In the past 6 months, her PAC, her super PAC end up getting about $50 million. And that was $5 million more dollars than Donald Trump. But again, it's like as if some folks just want to just set money on fire.
You need to be able to set that amount of money in the middle of the floor and set fire to it, and it'd be okay. Because that's basically what you're doing.
Like, this is nuts. Like, I would never just toss money straight down the drain. Okay. And also, the longer that this goes out and she keeps on keeping on, this is actually taken away possibly, I don't know, but in my opinion, some of those donors who are given to Nikki Haley, some of them, probably not most, because she seems to be backed by the left a lot, but some of those donors would probably donate to Donald Trump, and then Trump would actually be able to get out there and do all the things that they did in, things that the left did in 2020, like ballot harvesting, get out to vote campaigns, all those types of things that, again, in an era with better people, it wouldn't have been allowed, or would have been really, you'd have been looked kind of down on to go out and do ballot harvesting. I mean, it's unbelievable that we do that, but it's legal in some places. I say, unfortunately, our side's going to have to do it too. So be it. Okay. Now, just to finish up here on Nikki, like I said, this would be pretty short. So Nikki, she has the money, but by no means does she have the actual support from the Republican base. Okay? Again, let me make sure I make this absolutely clear. I wanted another candidate. I don't want to go through another 4 years. Another 4 long years of me screaming in the phone at friends, family, me typing furiously on my computer. I don't want to do that again. I don't. But if Donald Trump is the person who we have, I'm going to vote for him. I live in one of those states that is that can go Democrat or Republican in the general election. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to punch the ticket. Inside of this thing is something for the next episode. Okay, just so that we know. I've never, whatever. You'll find out. Don't even worry. Don't worry about it. But that is pretty much it. She has no chance. She's going to burn through these people's money. She won't get the support. And the people who even showed up for her in New Hampshire were essentially playing games. Okay? So that's it for this video. In the next video, now the reason why this video is kind of short is because to me, this is completely self-evident. It doesn't take a lot of research on the internet to show that she's not going to win. But in the next episode, which will probably come out, maybe to come out actually on the weekend this time, who knows? But it's going to be why why I'm going to vote for Donald Trump again in 2024, and why I voted for the man in 2020. And essentially my political evolution from when I was a young man, middle age now, but when I was a young man to the person that you see on your phone or on your computer screen today. Okay. So that video is probably going to be, God, probably 20, 30 minutes if I don't cut it down. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Nikki has no shot. She knows it. You know it. Now, can we please move on to some new meat? All right. I'll see y'all in a week. Bye.